Hey guys, thanks for checking out the podcast. Before we get started, I want to remind you about the very cool bucket list trip I am doing in 2026, the Smitty Learns Irish podcast, where I'm going to do my bucket list, hike Ireland for a year, learn about Irish history, town by town, through the mouths of the pub owners and regulars. Because what's a better way to learn about something you love than to experience it yourself? Patreon.com/we3smiths, only $3 a month, and thanks for checking it out. And welcome to the Rock Radar. My name is Smitty from the What the Hell Everything podcast, another stoner reaction and listen-in reaction number 2 to Ian Dury and the Blockheads. I do believe it is, because I know there's 2 incarnations of Ian Dury. I think there's solo without the Blockheads and then with the Blockheads. I could be wrong. I am quite a bit, as you'll come to find out. But this reaction, previously reacted to Hit Me With Your Rhythm Stick. This is going to be sex and drugs and rock and roll. And I like the way they put that. I'm really interested to hear another tune from these guys, because there was a definite, it was way out of my wheelhouse, and I was glad I listened to it. I listened to it the other day to kind of get ready for this, and just remember it just being different is a real simple fucking way to describe it, but just this quirky, jazzy, disco-y musicality to it that I was really interested to hear some more. And that's what we're going to do now. It's about time, man. It's been way too long since I've got to Ian Dury. So let's do that now, shall we? Sex and drugs and rock and roll. Fuck yeah.
Sex and drugs and rock and roll is all my...
Yeah, real funkiness to it. Sorry to kill it and pause it that soon, but a real funkiness to it, especially with the first one, too. I'm getting the same vibe here. I fucking dig that, man. There is a real, classic fucking funk vibe to this. When was this out? This is from the debut album. New Boots and Panties. So this is out in 77, man, right? You know. Placed fucking right there. So let's keep going. Shall we?
Sex and drugs and rock and roll is all my brain and body need. Sex and drugs and rock and roll is very good indeed. Keep your silly ways or throw them out the window. The wisdom of your ways, I've been there and I know lots of other ways. What a jolly bad show if all you ever do is business you don't like.
This is funny as fuck, this song. Hopefully it's intended to be that way. That chorus to me is intriguing, because I don't know how to describe it. Different? No, it's disjointed, and I don't know if I like it that much yet. A lot of times these things have a tendency to grow on you, especially as you go into a song. But I really like that fucking verse rhythm, whatever they're doing. That funky-ass fucking thing was super cool, man. I don't dance a lot, but when I do, it's usually hammered at a wedding and to shit like that. So, you want to see me dance? Hey, throw fucking that on or something. Hey, and I can dance. Anyway, the point of this fucking story is that that chorus was just such a different vibe to me. It's cool musically, but something about the music with the vocal layering there, I don't know how I feel about it yet.
Sex and drugs and rock and roll. Sex and drugs and rock and roll. Sex and drugs and rock and roll is very good indeed. Every bit of clothing ought to make make you pretty. You can cut the clothing, grey is such a pity. I should wear the clothing of Mr. Walter Mitty. See my tailor, he's called Simon. I know it's going to fit.
His fucking voice when he said Simon, and I apologize, just reminds me of maybe Mike Myers thought of this when he did the skit on Saturday Night Live when he was Simon. I don't know if anybody remembers that. Maybe I can remember to find a clip and put it up in this video. When I am Simon, in that same sort of accent. That's sort of fucked up things I hear and think about. But it's just this weird, cool. It's definitely grown on me since the first time it really kicked in. But just this cool, like, off-kilter fucking vocal that I'm enjoying.
Fit. Here's a little bit of advice, you're quite welcome, it is free. Don't do nothing that is cut price, you know what that'll make you be. They will try their tricky device, trap you with the ordinary. Get your teeth into a small slice, the cake of liberty. Sex and drugs and rock and roll. 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 Ow! Ow! Sex and drugs and rock and roll. Sex and drugs and rock and roll. Sex and drugs and rock and roll.
Now, here is where my, I have never heard this before. There's a lot of music overseas that, for whatever reason, never made its way into my ears. It was actually kind of a shitty comment on the other Ian Dury. It just shows how insular Americans are. I mean, like, 100%. There is this isolationist sort of vibe in the United States, where as far as, what we'll let in and what we won't let in, especially with, like, music. I worked in fucking rock radio in northern Michigan for 15 years, and trust me when I say, it's fucking tough, and it's maddening, okay? But there was so much music that just never got put in front of me. I know I can hear this band in the same sort of, like, musical era which was released 77. The same sort of scene as, like, the Talking Heads, perhaps the Clash. People have to really educate me on this, because it's something I've known about some of these things and never really gone down that rabbit hole for whatever reason. But that's what we're doing now. Anyway, kind of lost my point, but that's what happens with me. I'll probably come back around to it in my long roundabout Smitty way. So. Yeah, the point of the fucking story was that I get to see this being in the same sort of, like, family of music as, like, the Talking Heads or something like that. You know what I mean? I really enjoyed that, man. I think I enjoyed that more than I enjoyed Hit Me With Your Rhythm Stick. I really appreciate the quirky funkiness. I feel like there is some sort of, like, quirkiness to it. And that, I will say that vocal, the chorus specifically, took a little bit for me to kind of catch a rhythm and to catch the fucking flow of it, the melody of it whatsoever. But I wound up digging it, man. So that's cool, man. Hey, like to hear some more Ian Dury, and I know he, I think he passed away at some point, and they kept on with the band. I know there's perhaps different incarnations. I think I'd read that in a similar comment somewhere. So, hey, you got more suggestions, throw them in the comment section, and please like and subscribe. That's always cool. and you like my thoughts on this, you want to hear my thoughts on other things, got the What the Hell Everything podcast as well. Thank you.
What the hell, everything?